Okie dokie. Full screen. Alright, good. Now in Revit. All that we have to do, go to 3D view. Okay. In 3D view, I also want to explain what's actually going on so that it makes more sense if things need to change. Okay, it's just so you understand what's. Switch off your section box. Sorry, you might have to just go back to that again at some point.
Oh no, it's when I'm done.
Okay, now in your project. So what we're going to do is, if you go to VG, Visibility Graphics, and you go to Site, there's 2 points that we need to, project base point, and I'm not going to worry about project base point and survey point are the 2 points I want to look at. Okay. And I've got a feeling that your survey point was way, let me just see, it should be down here somewhere. So all that we have to do is we have to adjust this point to go back to our original project base point, and we're going to move our survey point down by 10,000 so that the project base point is 10,000 above your survey point. That fixes everything very quickly. Okay, so what we do is,
so then the UFFL changes.
It will change this automatically because you've got 2 options. Those levels can reference the survey point and the project base point, but a rule of thumb, you always use the survey point because that's a point that you, the civil engineer, the surveyor can share. The survey point, and that's why it's called survey point. A project base point is more where the building's located. So this is the project, where this project is located is this point. Okay, now, so what we can do is I can simply change that to 10,000.
Maybe it's 100,000.
It's at 100,000. Let's just see. Okay, okay, this was probably a bad idea. Let me just fix that. So don't do what I did there. Okay, you see what it does. It's moved the project base point in relation to the survey point.
Yeah.
I'll undo it. But that's what this does. Okay, so we need to move the survey point back up to the origin. Okay, so, and I've got a feeling that this point is going to be, so let's just first check something in relation. So let's just go to a section quickly. Do you have a complete section here that I can look at?
Yeah, I have a few.
Okay, maybe I just want to complete section AA will be a good one. Good. So let's go to section AA. So I'm going to change the levels very quickly to reference the project base point just to make sure that I'm going to move everything yours is. So let me just double check. If I select this level and I go to edit type, you'll notice there it's referencing project base point.
Yeah.
See that? Okay, so all that we need to do is we need to change that to survey point, and then we're going to move our survey point down to the correct level. Okay, so go back to 3D view. Now, VG, you're going to switch everything off in your views except the site information. This is a quick way just to, so if I just have the site information, it will just clear the view of everything very quickly. And then we're going to have our survey, and then we're all just going to have, I want my project base point to my survey point. Okay, good. Okay, don't worry, that's a basement, that's probably part of your site, that's a, you've probably used a pad. Good, now what I do is, so technically I've got to move my survey point I need to move my survey point in line with my, and you'll see that it'll snap. So if I get in, get closer, and now if I use the move command and I pick this point, it will snap to that point. Good. Now if I tab and I select the project base point, guess what? My elevation's changed to 0. Okay. Now tab until you select the survey points again. Now I'm going to move it down. Now you're going to type in 100,000. So he wants it like that. Okay, good. Now if I click this point, you'll notice that my project base point now is 100,000 above.
Okay, that's the ground floor.
Yeah, so that's our datum now. Okay, ground floor now. Very easy. Just go to VG so you don't forget. You're going to go to all and just switch everything back on again.
I feel like we need to save the project real quick.
That's fine, we'll save it now. Okay, now that we've got everything in the right location, you're going to go to section AA. Now, Now the moment of truth, magic. You just grab any one of these because they're from the same family, edit type, and you go from here to survey point, apply. Now all those levels that you put in your project that had the UFFL, it's fixed as well because they all reference survey points.
Okay.
Okay, now check that out. 100,000, 97, 94. Done.
Can we check real quick on the
Yeah,
ground floor?
let's go to ground floor.
Yeah.
But it's easy to fix if it's not.
It's
So,
still 0.
okay, so what we do is very easy. You grab this guy and you go right click, select all instances in project, edit type, very easy. Project base point, survey point, apply.
Okay.
Right click, select all instances in project again. You just got to fix one thing. You must just change your units because that's incorrect. Here, we're going to change this to millimeters to meters, 2 decimal places, and we're going to use, watch this, fixed. Fixed in the whole project. So if we went to first floor, maybe wherever you got those things now, they're fixed. Okay.
So I can just copy paste that thing even on other floors. And
Even on
different
other
rates.
floors. Oh, remember, just you can copy it. You have to create a new one and then just add a new prefix. So the prefix is built in. So if we went to auditorium floor plan, let's just check.
Yeah.
If you've put the levels here already, it's fixed. No, it's fixed.
Oh, okay.
Check.
Okay.
Okay.
And do I have to put that under each room tab?
No, no,
Or
no,
can
no.
I just put it on?
It's only when you get changes of level. You put them. So put one in the hall, maybe one in one office. It's only where you have a step.
I don't.
And if you have a step between a passage, you draw a line in your right step, and then you show the 2 levels right next to each other. So the contractor knows, oh, there is a step here in between. We don't show it everywhere,
Just where level change.
just where there's level changes, and we just show them from time to time so the contractor knows. But you'll draw his attention. So say now there's a level difference between there, you'll draw a line in your right step. Okay, and we used to show a thing that does, it's like a diagram with an arrow, explaining that there is a step there.
Yeah,
and then,
and it says up or down.
yeah, we don't have to say up or down, we just say step, but the 2 levels give it away.
Okay.
Because you want them to, yeah, the maths will give it away the way it should work. Yeah, so that's why you use those levels, okay?
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Is that it?
Thank you so much. Yeah, I just wanted to copy this. And
Good.
then-
I'm going to stop recording this so that we don't